Disney 5-Minute Furry Friends Stories.
Stitch's Day at School. Written by John Edward. Lilo and Stitch were excited. It was pet day at school. All the kids were bringing their pets to class.
Hurry up, Lilo!
Nani, Lilo's older sister, called.
You'll be late for school.
Nani looked at Stitch.
We're going to be on our best behavior today, right?
Stitch nodded. He was very excited to go to Lilo's school. At school, there were all different kinds of pets. Some were big and fluffy, some were small and scaly, some even looked like their owners. The class also had a pet of its own, a frog named Mr. Phibbs, but none of the animals looked like Stitch. After each presentation, Lilo got more and more excited. She couldn't wait for her turn. Stitch was curious about all the different creatures. But when he tried to get a closer look at the class pet, Mr. Phibbs jumped out of his habitat and disappeared through the door. Stitch chased Mr. Phibbs. The frog hopped down the hall and into another classroom. In that classroom, students wore goggles and aprons as they worked on experiments. It reminded Stitch of Jumba's lab. Stitch knew he should find Mr. Phibbs and get back to Lilo, but he couldn't resist trying his own experiment. With some careful pours and shakes, Stitch created a stink bomb that sent everyone scrambling from the room, including his froggy friend. The hallway was filled with students headed toward the cafeteria. How would he ever find Mr. Phibbs in that crowd? Stitch followed all the students as they filed into the cafeteria, searching for the little green frog. Stitch didn't have to worry. Mr. Phibbs hopped right behind him to the cafeteria. Stitch tried to grab him, but missed. Mr. Phibbs jumped right onto a tray, spilling food everywhere. Food fight. As the cafeteria erupted into chaos, Stitch spotted Mr. Phibbs jumping out the door. As the frog hopped from room to room, Stitch followed. But every time he got close, something new caught his eye. He was doing math when he remembered what Nani had said about best behavior. School was interesting, but the clock was ticking and he needed to get back to class with Mr. Phibbs and fast. At last, Stitch found Mr. Phibbs, just as a whistle blew and red rubber balls filled the air. Stitch ducked, jumped, and cartwheeled across the gymnasium and caught Mr. Phibbs. Now he could get back to Lilo's class. And just in time, it was Lilo's turn to introduce her pet for Pet Day.
My name is Lilo Palakai, and this is Stitch,
She said.
He's my Stitch.
What an unusual pet,
Said the teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
Said Lilo.
That's because Stitch isn't just a pet. He's my best friend and part of my Obanan. Obana means family.
Lilo pulled Stitch into a big hug. Nani met Lilo and Stitch after school.
Pet Day was great.
Lilo said.
Stitch was on his best behavior.
Really?
Nani asked.
I mean, really? I think that calls for some ice cream.
Stitch agreed. This was the best pet day ever.